Reed. Tebow. He's running all the way back to the left to the 5-yard line. Stretches it out. That's Anthony D. He gets out to the 25. He breaks another tackle to the 30, the 35, the 40, 50, the 45, the 40, 30, 25. There's nobody near him.
No flags.
What a play.
Anthony D goes the distance. D stands for distance. The Clippers on the low block, kick out downtown, Yahtzee.
Two pitch, face hit left field. Austin Suchecki gets it done.
In front of the goal mouth, they jump for it. The header finds the back of the net. Hadley Camo with a spectacular play.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the campus of Dracut High School, home of the Lady Middies. The Edmund Murphy Winter Classic here from Dracut High School in Dracut, Mass. And Jason Roby calling all of the action for you. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. We have a couple of great games for you here this evening. The first one on the docket is the Tyngsboro Tigers taking on the home team, the Dracut Lady Middies. How did we get here, you ask? Well, this Dracut Lady Middy team lost to St. Mary's last couple of nights ago, 60-39. It was a game that they were in, but they got held to 11 points in the second half as St. Mary's pulled away. On the other side of the ledger, the Tigers here from Tyngsboro High School lost to South Community 50-25. So the second game that we will see later on this evening is that South Community High School versus St. Mary's. That should be a fantastic game. This game here should also be good. We saw some great shooting from this Lady Middy team as Kaylee Meyer, the sophomore, dropped in 19 points in the loss to St. Mary's. And on the other side of the ledger, we'll be looking at Lillian Geekus and Catherine O'Keefe as they look to keep the Tyngsboro Tigers in this one. We're going to meet the starting lineups, and then we'll get to the national anthem and the tip-off shortly following that. I want to welcome you all to the Highlight Guy, all of our friends watching from Tyngsboro, from Dracut, from Lynn, Massachusetts, and from Worcester, Massachusetts. Want to welcome everyone, and those that saw from the Boston Herald, your newly acquaintance. Nice to meet you all. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, and join the Highlight Guy. Meet the starting lineups. First for the Tyngsboro Tigers, number 22, sophomore forward is Kendall Sullivan. Number 10 for Tyngsboro is a sophomore guard, Madeline Marino. Lana Anderson is number 11. She's a sophomore guard. Number 2 for the Tigers, Katie O'Keefe. She's a junior guard. And rounding out the starting 5 is number 23, senior forward Lillian Geek. As the head coach is Zach Richall. A young program here for Coach Richall. This program went 22-2 a year ago. Final Four participant in the MIAA tournament. The starters for the Dracut Lady Middies, number 1 is Kaylee Meyer. The 32, a junior, is Ava Pittman, as we mentioned. She had 5 points the other night in the loss to St. Mary's. Another junior, number 33, is Ashley Anderson. She dropped in 6 points and did good work in transition. Number 15 is Julia Graham, one of the team captains for Coach Peter Witz. And the other captain, number 25, is Maddie Mayer. As mentioned, the Lady Middies coached by Peter Witz. We'll take this time out for the national anthem. We'll be right back for the opening tip. after the anthem.
Our country with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we are back. The band is in mid-season form, Steve Cody, as national anthem is in the books. We get ready for the consolation game here in the Edmund Murphy Winter Classic. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you here this evening. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures you are watching on the Highlight Guy. Welcome, everybody. Hope you enjoy these as we bring you a couple hours of great nonstop entertainment here. Who knows, I might even provide a one-liner here and there. But that's the beauty of the mute button. All right, 3 officials on the floor. And we've seen 2 very well-called games the last couple of nights. And that's how you can tell the referees do a fantastic job here in the MIAA, is you hardly notice they're out there. So Coach Peter Witt's putting a fantastic tournament here. We are ready to start things off. Jump goes to the Lady Middies. And the pressure comes, and there's a steal in the backcourt and a foul. We're going to get a quick one here. So that one is going to go against number 33, Ashley Anderson. That's her first personal, the team's first. The race, as always, is to 5 fouls, and that gives you 2 freebies. So we'll have to keep a look on that. Tyngsboro now sets up in the half court. This is O'Keefe operating well at the top of the key. Left-hand dribble. Tried to get it in over the top to Sullivan, and that pass was intercepted. Nice job by Anderson. Behind the back now. Left-hand dribble. Pretty move to the cup. And Houdini-esque going to the bucket is Kaylee Meyer. Good wizardry from her. And we're going to get a violation against Tyngsboro on the inbound pass as the Lady Middies were employing a full court press. So the turnover gives the ball back to Dracut. Over the top it goes. Meyer had to sky for that one. Right-hand dribble from the foul line. Pull-up jumper is no good. Good job on the glass by the Tigers. And that was O'Keefe. O'Keefe, the runner, goes up the top of the backboard. Sullivan battling for that one. Came down with it. Kick back out. 3-bagger, no. Back iron. Another offensive rebound and a foul called there. So good work on the glass as O'Keefe followed that shot. Gets hacked in the act. She'll head to the line for 2. That foul will go against Julia Graham. That's her first, but more importantly, the team's second. Knocking down the first is O'Keefe. She'll get a second. Checking in is number 20. Let's see, who's checking in? That's a great question. We'll get back to you. Back iron, no. 1 out of 2, and falling to the floor, able to get it away. And here they come on the break. The Lady Middies forcing the action. Good transition basketball there. It's Ashley Anderson, or rather Ava Pittman, will head to the line. That foul will go against number 10, Maddie Marino. That's her first, team's first. Pittman knocks down the first. She will get a second. Checking in is number 3, Caitlin Fugazzotto. I want to say hi to Nana and Grandpa Fugazzotto who are watching here on the Highlight Guy. Thanks for tuning in. Acoustic shadows here in the Dracut Arena. 1 out of 2 for Ava Pittman. That's right, Steve. I called it an arena. Nice pass on the low block down to Sullivan. Little underhand dipsy-do. How are ya? And finishing at the cup is Lillian Geekus. Nice pass from Sullivan to Geekus. Good transition this time defensively for Tyngsboro. They got back quickly, trying to harass Meyer on the dribble. Anderson thought about it. She'll reset the scene. Back up top to Pittman. She's calling for some rotation, wants to clear the left side. Meyer now, bounce pass, high elbow. Little return pass, pull-up jumper is good. Meyer picking up right where she left off. She actually got hurt in that preliminary game. She hurt her ankle, so no real effects. The runner in the lane, no good. A rebound, Sullivan. She brought her Windex tonight, folks. She's cleaning the glass. And we are locked up at 5 apiece. Just as we thought, this is going to be a great game, start to finish. Ball goes off the hands of Meyer as she was being harassed just over half court. And O'Keefe will head to the bench. Lady Middies picking up full court. Man-to-man defense, crossover dribble, right elbow, fired downtown. And a Yahtzee for Alana Anderson. She's not shy. 8-5, Tyngsboro on top. Pretty pass, but a nice recovery on the defensive side of things. Shot from downtown, air ball. Good job on the glass, and a cheap one 90 feet from the bucket. That one's going to go, I believe, against Pittman. That's her first, but the team's third. So 3 team fouls against the Lady Middies. 2 more, and that'll put Tyngsboro at the free throw line. They do not guard the inbound pass. Got to get it in quickly. They just barely do. Back the other way comes Tyngsboro. Geekus now working the point. Right-hand dribble. Little Euro step in the paint, goes long, and Meyer comes down with the board. She stepped on the baseline out of bounds, so a couple of quick turnovers from Meyer there, giving the ball back to Tyngsboro. Rizzotto will check out, and O'Keefe will come back in for the Tigers. They have an 8-5 lead, 4:51 to go here in the first quarter. Conversation amongst the officials here. The inbound play comes into Sullivan. She'll hand it back to O'Keefe, and the Tigers will start in the half court. Marino now, crossover dribble being marked up closely by Anderson. Needs some help as she is in no man's land. Fortunate to come away with possession there. Looking for a little 2-player game, and Tyngsboro will reset the offense. Geekus nearly lost the handle. Nice pass down to the low block, and a little too much mustard on that hot dog. A good look for Sullivan, but she couldn't get it to go. And that foul is going to go against Geekus. So that's her first. And again, a cheap foul 90 feet away from the bucket. Not what you want to see if you're either of these teams. Lady Middies operating in the half court. Left-hand dribble goes on to the right wing to the baseline. The double team came. No call, no offensive or defensive foul call. We're going to get a jump ball call instead. So a lot of contact. Could have gone either way, and it went neither. Here comes the full court pressure once again from Dracut. And I think that may have gone on. No, they say it did not. So a pass that went out of bounds to the left, so the Lady Middies will get control of it. Julia Graham will check out of the game, and just checking in, getting the ball was Hudon. She lost the handle. Back the other way comes Tyngsboro. The Tigers now trying to make something happen in their half court. Fired way downtown, no. Good positioning by Hudon on the block, and I think it went off of Sullivan's hands. It's going to give Dracut the ball back, and here we see the pressure being employed by Tyngsboro. They have a 3-on-3, now a 3-on-2. We'll see if unselfishly downtown, is ready for the Yahtzee call. Couldn't get it to go. Sullivan with the board. She'll run. Finds O'Keefe. O'Keefe goes up. And again, no call at the cup. Jump ball is the result. It'll stay with Tyngsboro. Definitely looked like a potential blocking foul there. Fukuzoto will check back in, and Anderson, or Sullivan rather, will get a break. Coach Richall looking for a timeout. They're giving the ball to White. It was a jump ball call. Now I think the officials just fixed it on the floor. It should be red ball. Of course, all calls made from up here, though correct, are not official. It is 8-5, and it is Tyngsboro out in front. Of course, the officials now making sure they get it right down on the floor. And when in doubt, blame Steve Cody. That's the way that I always go. So you'll see a great game here in the nightcap. It'll be St. Mary's out of Lynn, Massachusetts, taking on South Community High School out of Worcester. That should be a great game, as St. Mary's is ranked in the top 5 in the state of Massachusetts, and South Community, the first Worcester public school to make it to the finals ever in the history of girls basketball. So that's pretty impressive. And just as impressive, this game that we have right now against what I believe is two very evenly matched teams, two very well-coached teams. And now they're going to give it to White, so they must have gotten the jump ball call incorrect. You'll have to watch that one back on the highlight guide. There's no red arrow pointing either way, which is sometimes makes it difficult. So the Lady Middies will inbound the ball. Meyer behind the back, a little curly kneel action, loses the handle. And I'll tell you right now, Fukuzoto making life very difficult for Kaylee. Sometimes the pass is more important than the dribble. All alone, way downtown, maybe a little mix-up defensively. Tyngsboro lucky there. And this time, they're going to say so. I'm not sure what. Okay, I'm not sure what the call is here. What I do know is there are a lot of officials sitting up here in the bleachers amongst us, Steve. I don't know if there was a foul call, but what happened was Coach Richall looking for an explanation. Sure, they're not exchanging holiday recipes down there on the floor, so we'll have to, all right. So there was no offensive foul call. They give the ball to the Lady Middies, and we will commence with the action. Almost losing the ball there again is Meyer. Fukuzoto making life very difficult. Little drag step, trying to clean up her own mess, gets bodied out of there, and Marino comes down with the board. Here comes Tyngsboro. That one a little too fast, but O'Keefe able to run it down. Looking for help. Bring the ball back up top. Nice reversal around. A rainmaker, no good. Rebound goes to, I think it was number 5 on that one, Hudon, and back the other way come the Lady Middies. 8-5, 2:27 to go in the first frame. Meyer to the elbow, looking for a feed on the drive to the cup, and it went off the hands of Pittman. And a couple of one Tiger at least will check in. And that looks like Kristen DeShane. They do not guard the inbound, and they steal the inbound. Hudon, and she gets hacked. And I think that's going to go against Sullivan this time. And it is on Sullivan. That's her first personal. It's the team's fourth or third. And now they'll set up in the half court. Meyer, left-hand dribble, gets it over onto the wing. Hudon now to the elbow, back up top it goes. Good ball movement here by the Dracut Lady Middies. Good defense being employed by the Tigers. They're moving their feet. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper contested and knocked down by Meyer. She has 6. Tyngsboro by 1, 8-7, 1:45 to go. They quickly get the ball over the timeline. O'Keefe gets hammered down to the floor, and that one will go against number 32, Ava Pittman. And that's her second, Dracut's 4th team foul. The Borough set to put the ball in play. They come over the top. A little too much mustard on that hot dog. Was overthrown, and back the other way comes Pittman. Pittman, a high bounce pass, gets knocked around like a pinball down there, and possession will go to the Tigers. Anderson will come back in, and Pittman with the 2 personals will head to the bench. Once again, they do not cover the inbound pass. O'Keefe now using the left hand. Here comes the trap. Nice job finding the open player. Another trap, and that will result in at least a jump ball. I always tell you, try to stay away from the corners, try to stay away from the sidelines, as that's where all of your traps and your pressure and your double team is going to occur. Easier said than done. Tyngsboro will keep possession. 26 seconds on the shot clock, 1:20 to go in the first frame. In it comes to Sullivan. Sullivan gave it back to O'Keefe. And that one went to Fukuzato. I think she hit it off of the legs of Meyer. Smart play there. So the Tigers keep possession. They go over the top. Good positioning on Hudon up and couldn't get it to go. It was a good look for Sullivan. Nice job on the glass by Liz Shank. And here come the Lady Middies. Meyer, left-hand dribble, double team was coming. She's going to get fouled beforehand. That one is going to go against Geekus. That's her second personal. Team's 4th personal. So the next foul against either team will put them at the line, but just under a minute to go in the first quarter before we reset things. Looking for Hudon, and their reach around Kristen DeShane, and that's exactly what you didn't want to do, committing that 5th team foul. Hudon's heading to the line for a pair. Hudon tickles the net there. We'll get a second. Oh, shooter's touch, friendly home roll. As the Lady Middies take a 1-point lead, under a minute to go in the first frame. 9-8, Dracut. Need help. They were looking for the baseball pass. Here comes the return pass. Nice on-ball pick, but you got 10 seconds to get it over. And again, a cheap one. That's Liz Shank's first. And what you've done here essentially is given free throws to teams when you didn't want to. And that will bring don't worry, folks. Your speakers still work. It just got really quiet in here. Acoustic shadows, we like to call them. Look it up on the History Channel, folks. Anderson goes 2 out of 2. And now the Tigers have a 1-point lead with 47 seconds to go. Crossover dribble. Meyer gave it up. Anderson now back up top. She thought about it. Here comes the triple team. Someone's open. Hudon now at the elbow. They kick it back out. Ball fake. Dribble drive and loosen the handle. It's going to stay with Dracut. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 27.7 on the game. So they're going to say that a Tiger paw must have deflected it out of bounds. Hudon. Double teamed. Oh, and a good play there by Sullivan, ripping it out. And back the other way. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. A little give and go action. Kick out downtown. No. Around the rim it went, but another offensive rebound for the Tigers. The runner in the lane called Glass. Couldn't get it to go. 4 seconds. 3. Good if it goes and you take a shot at the half court. And side iron, no. We will come to the end of the first quarter. Your score, the Tyngsboro Tigers 10 and the Dracut Lady Middies 9. You are watching here on the Highlight Guy. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. And that was as entertaining a first quarter as it gets. We had all kinds of stuff happening there. We want you to stay up to date with all of the Highlight Guy's upcoming live streams. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel today and never miss out on the games you want to see. Just go to YouTube, search the Highlight Guy, and hit subscribe. We thank you in advance. We also want to tell you that if you like what you're seeing and hearing and you think you'd like to advertise with the Highlight Guy, or you just want more information, contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com. That's Steve at thehighlightguy.com. The first of 2 games here tonight from the campus of Dracut High School, home of the Lady Middies. You are watching the Edmund Murphy Winter Classic. Nice bio on Coach Murphy, longtime coach and athletic director here in Dracut. We'll try to get a bio on him at some point read aloud to you. It's pretty impressive stuff. Double pick, your choice. Meyer beyond the three-point line, little hesitation. Pull-up jumper, can't get it to go, but she gets hacked in the act. And that foul is going to go against Alana Anderson. That's her first and the team's first of the second quarter. Once again, the fouls reset at 0 for the team fouls. Knocking down the first is Meyer. She'll get a second. She had 19 points in the first game of this tournament. Currently has 8. We are just starting the second quarter. 11-10 Lady Midi advantage. That ball goes out of bounds, so the turnover on the inbound play will give the ball back to the Dracut Lady Middies. And I'm sure that's something Coach Richell wants to address. And then another near turnover there. Downtown, left-hand shot, side iron, no. Offensive rebound under the hoop. Right place, right time. That's number 31, Liz Shank, the beneficiary of a tipped rebound. 3-on-1, pretty bounce pass up and in, and a nice make there. Good transition. And another turnover, and Anderson has the last 4 points. And just like that, the Tigers are up 14-13. Behind the back, skip pass across the way. This is Anderson, into the corner it goes. Left-hand dribble, needs help. Skip pass across the way, Meyer. She's not shy. Back iron, no. Long rebound finally gathered in there by the Lady Middies. That three-pointer comes up short. Maybe a rush that three-point attempt. And again, here comes the full court pressure by the Lady Middies. Got to move your feet. Here came the double team, and they're going to say she was on the baseline. And Coach Richall has seen enough of this. He wants to talk it over. As the Lady Tigers having some trouble with the inbounds passing and breaking that full court pressure. That has given the Lady Middies some free possessions on those turnovers. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that. And speaking of people keeping a close eye on things, are you looking to play sports in college? The answer is yes. Let the highlight guy help you get noticed and recruited. The highlight guy creates highlight videos. We film sporting events and we live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the highlight guy, you are the star. So let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started. Jason Roby, Steve Cody, and a cast of thousands out in the production van in the parking lot. The live feed is up and running. We're watching on the highlight guy. If you haven't figured out from the fact that I've mentioned the highlight guy about 75 times in the last 30 seconds. Inbound baseball pass, 2-on-1, unselfish, and a nice job there by the Tigers breaking that press, and Coach Richall, a good timeout by him as he sets something up. And more importantly, that'll be Shank's second personal foul. So 2 more shots coming for Anderson. She's got the hot hand here in the second quarter. She's got 10 going for point number 11, trying to match her jersey number. We'll try to get some height on this rebound as Hudon will check in. Looks like Sullivan has re-entered the game as well. That rainmaker is true, and so Anderson has 6 points all here in the second quarter. Oh, a nice little up and under. She went to the left and she used the right. Meyer going back and forth with Anderson. O'Keefe comes over the left side. Bounce pass, top of the key. Went over to McMahon, who's recently checked in. Down onto the baseline. O'Keefe, ball fake. They're packing in the zone now. Good job, and it left the middle of the paint wide open. A nice make there by Marino, her first bucket. Downtown, Long, and another rebound for the Tigers. They'll run. Nice job in transition on the fly. Couldn't get it to go. Followed it up. No. They're going to say out of bounds. Possession goes to the Lady Middies. But a good job of Tyngsboro. Ever since that timeout by Coach Richall, they have done a nice job in transition, running the floor, not allowing that full court pressure to get to them. Meyer into the corner. This is Graham. That one's going to be O'Keefe's first. And Julia Graham is standing at the free throw line, but that foul occurred as she was running through the paint, trying to dish down low. It's a good effort. I would have headed to the free throw line too. You never know. Oh, inbound pass. They left her alone in the corner. Couldn't get it to go. Hudon goes up and battles Sullivan for it, and Sullivan came away with it. Back the other way come the Tigers. Ball gets skipped across the way. They reverse it. Anderson back up top. Well done. Pull-up jumper. And a nice make there by O'Keefe. Good ball movement by Tyngsboro. They worked it around the perimeter till they found the soft spot of that defense and hitting that little short jumper. Ball comes up top, and the Dracut Middies do a good job of reversing it. It goes. So that foul is going to go against Haley McMahon. That's her first. I thought the ball was dribbled off of the foot prior to that. So Dracut fortunate here. Meyer standing on the anchor, gets a pick on ball. They kick it out. Downtown, long and no good. And that's the thing that kept the Lady Middies in the last game, kept it close for a while, was making that three-point shot. They have not had that same success in the early going here. Downtown, a good look there. Ooh, nice offensive rebound once again. Sullivan drives the lane, puts it up, and gets hacked in the act. And she'll head to the free throw line. That foul is going to go against Julia Graham. That's her second personal. team second, or third. Sullivan knocks down the first. She'll get a second. Couple more subs coming back in for the Tigers and the Lady Middies. Sullivan trying to add to her three-point total. And she does. Sophomore forward has 4. And that ball is going to go off of the Lady Middies, so another turnover on the inbounds pass. If you had to think about what was going to be your area of focus in the coming practices for each of these teams, you'd have to think it was going to be inbounding the ball and breaking pressure. Got to get it in. 2 Tigers run into each other, and possession will go to the Lady Middies. Maddie Meyer to do the honors, finds Kaylee Meyer, and back the other way come Dracut. Graham got it back up top. Maddie. Over to Ashley Anderson. Anderson got it to Hudon. Little jump stop. Pass out. It looked like a Tiger paw nipped that one, so it'll go out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Lady Middies. 16 seconds on the shot clock. 4:05 to go here in the second quarter. Kaylee now, pull-up jumper from the foul line, and that may have grazed the rim, but it goes out of bounds. Tyngsboro ball, and once again, we'll see how they handle this pressure. There's got to move to the basketball. They do. Return pass. And one way to break the pressure is always to try and reverse it or try to stay in the middle as best you can. Ball gets tipped, and it finds the waiting hands of the very opportunistic Kristen DeShanes. Right place, right time, right result. So it is a 24-15 advantage for the Tyngsboro Tigers, their largest lead of the game. And they'll take a timeout and talk it over. And that'll give us a chance to talk about Bouvier Prepare. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process of playing lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, or volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email deb@thedowgroup.com. Inbound pass now comes to Hudon. She'll find Kaylee to get over the midcourt line. Nice return pass. Anderson sticks her hands in there and comes away with it. She's running in the paint. The runner in the lane. No call. Cleans up her own mess. Can't get it to go. Another opportunity. And we're going to get a jump ball called. So Anderson and Meyer, Maddie Meyer locked up. Possession will go to the Tigers. O'Keefe to do the honors. Here comes the screen. Nice pass down low, a little too hard off the glass, but another struggle for it goes to the Tigers. O'Keefe at the elbow, pull-up jumper. She gets hacked in the act, and she's heading back to the line. That one's going to go against Ashley Anderson. That's her second, team's third. Both teams with 3 personals here in the second quarter. O'Keefe back irons the first. She'll get a second. She's got 3 points so far, looking for her first made free throw. The junior guard gets the friendly roll and will finish with 1 point on that trip. 10-point advantage now for the Tyngsboro Tigers as they continue to add pressure on the inbounds pass. It went off of the feet of Anderson. She had it in her hands first. It was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from 5 feet away. Onto the low block, it comes in the paint, and they're going to get a foul call there. And that one is going to go against Julia Graham, and that'll be Julia's third. So Tyngsboro trying to attack the paint. A couple more subs come in for the Lady Middies. It's like Abby Taylor getting her first action. Also coming in with Shank. O'Keefe trying to feed Sullivan. They battle for it. They're going to say it went off of either Sullivan or Deschaines. Regardless, it was one Tiger paw or another that got in there. They reverse the floor. Meyer now behind the back. Crossover into the corner. Downtown, Yahtzee. Abigail Taylor, who just checked in, knocks down a triple at the Boston 3 party. 2:35 to go here in the first half, 25-18. Full court, man-to-man pressure. Got to get it in. She has the baseline to run. Nice job there using it. Pass came in a little late, but they were able to find Deschaines. Deschaines drives to the cup and knocks it home. Nice job by Alexis finishing at the hoop. 27-18, 2:21 to go, first half. Kaylee Meyer now calmly setting up the scene. Little mid-range jumper, and Taylor coming off the bench has nailed the last 5 points for the Lady Middies. Right place, right time. Couldn't get it to go. Same team, almost a turnover there as both players went for the rebound. Shank came away with it. Nice pass down on the low block. Kick out again. Find that hot hand. This time they extended out onto her, not giving her a free look. Oh, and almost keeping the ball in bounds. Great kinesthetic awareness there by Alexis Deschaines. Just couldn't walk the tightrope. Kinesthetic awareness. You like that one, Steve? We have a spelling contest at halftime here. 1:37 to go. 2 picks. Take your pick. Downtown. That one may have been tipped. Oh! And it's going to go off of Houdon's hands. No, they're going to say it stays with the Lady Middies. So they will run at a bounce play here. Under the basket. Over the top it comes. Ooh, good long arm if you're a defensive back. The runner, teardrop. That thing hit the light bulb on the way down. Going to be 2 shots regardless. It's going to be Sullivan's second foul. The team's 4th is heading back to the line is Meyer. Kaylee 2 out of 2 so far. Back irons the first. I put the hex on her. I'll take the hit for that one, Steve. All complaints go to Steve at thehighlightguy.com. Kaylee to get a second. Back irons the second. Fresh legs for sure. Nice pass, and Meyer hustling back from over the top. It goes. One dribble up and in. Abby Taylor is having herself a quarter. She's got 7 points for the Lady Middies in limited action here. And a cheap one. That one's going to go against Houdon. Kelsey will pick up her first. But more importantly, that's going to put Tyngsboro at the free throw line because they have reached the limit. 5 team fouls. O'Keefe will get a pair. She was 1 for 2 on her last trip. Katie calmly knocks down the first. She'll get a second. Couple more subs coming in as Marino and McMahon will come in for the Tigers. 61 seconds to go in the first half. 2 out of 2 for the junior guard. 29-22, near turnover. Went behind the back, and Meyer trying to beat it with the dribble. Ran out of real estate. Even Deb Cody couldn't help with that transaction. Baseball pass over the top. Nicely done, but too hard off the glass. 49 seconds. Meyer now, right-hand dribble. She'll take it herself, go up with a dipsy-do circus shot. She'll get hacked in the act. That's Marino's second, team's fifth, so they're in the bonus. Kaylee will head to the line for a pair. Knocks down the first, she'll get a second. Sullivan will check back in. And checking out will be Alexis DeShanes. He's so polite here, quiet. It's like nap time. 2 out of 2 for Kaylee Meyer. O'Keefe, left-hand dribble. Here comes the trap. She kind of just threw it up and back the other way. Up and under, and a nice move there by Meyer, and good job by her to kind of survey the scene. You can see her look right and left, see if anyone was around. Oh, little leather souffle, banished from the kingdom of hardwood. It was a good look, though. You want to feed Sullivan down on that low block. Bounce pass, and well done, but a turnover. Coming away with it is Taylor. She'll slow things down. 15 seconds to go. Skip pass across the way. And now the Dracut Lady Middies showing good patience. Houdon on the left block. Kick out. Almost stolen. 6.6 left. Shot clock is off. 3-point advantage for the Tigers. The inbound comes. Runner in the lane, and it's good. And that was Ashley Anderson. And that will do it for the first half here from our consolation game at the Edmund Murphy Winter Classic. Your score going into the break, it's the Tyngsboro Tigers 29, the Dracut Lady Middies 28. You are watching on the highlight guy. Jason Roby calling all the action for you. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures. We got to go pay some bills. We'll be back with second half action right after this. Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Welcome back to Dracut High School, home of the Lady Middies. It is the Edmund Murphy Winter Classic. Jason Roby and Steve Cody bringing you all the action here on the highlight guy. And halftime is in the books. We had a good first half. The Lady Middies down by a point to the visiting Tyngsboro Tigers, 29-28. The story of that first half for the Lady Middies, it was Kaylee Meyer with 14 points rather. Alana Anderson had 11. And the free throw shooting for the Tigers, they were 10 out of 12 in the first half from the charity stripe. Good bench points from the Dracut Lady Middies as Abigail Taylor came on and had 7 quick points in limited action in the second quarter. That brings us to where we are now, 29-28. Tyngsboro. And the Lady Middies will get possession to start things off here in the second half. Be sure to stay with the highlight guy as we'll bring the championship game for you at the conclusion of this one. But a lot of action to take place. 16 minutes of fast and furious fun as a little leather souffle. Tyngsboro blocking that shot. Possession will be kept by the Lady Middies. They reset the shot clock. And they are talking about that. Not sure how they're going to come up with this number. I'm going to say 26, Steve. We'll see. 26, maybe 27. We'll see how correct I am. Sure, we'll get some opinions from up here in the stands. We'll see. So the shot clock being adjusted as the ladies on the floor have a discussion amongst themselves. 23. So look at that. I was somewhat close. Balcony Muppets are very much opinionated. Coming in over the top. Lady Middies runner. Couple of extra moves there. Didn't necessarily have to do it. 33 seconds on the shot clock. Lady Middies will keep possession. Ball comes into the low block. Sullivan, arms up, trying to make life difficult. Downtown, outside, side iron, no, and a good job on the glass by O'Keefe, and she'll run. In transition. And a downtown shot, way downtown. That one's going to get knocked out of bounds. Possession will stay with Tyngsboro. That was Sullivan from well beyond the three-point stripe. That was Steph Curry land. Up top and losing the handle and hitting the deck. Foul's going to go against number 11, Alana Anderson. That's her second foul. Team's first. I guess I could say Caitlin Clark distance because Caitlin fires it from well beyond. And we've seen former Dracut Middy Ashley Talbot shoot from distance many times before. She's down on the bench helping her dad, coaching duties. That ball goes out of bounds. Possession will go to Tyngsboro. Don't guard the inbound pass. Sullivan all alone. Return pass goes to O'Keefe. Meyer was marking her up. Sullivan now into the corner. Nice little give and go play. Sullivan was double teamed. That leaves a wide open look and a Yahtzee on the triple from Anderson. Good non-selfish play there. Sullivan found Anderson. Pull-up jumper from the right elbow is no good from Kaylee, and back the other way transitions Tyngsboro. Downtown, another Yahtzee opportunity and another Yahtzee call. Geekish for three. So 2 3-pointers in a row here for the Tigers. Ball, kick out, downtown, in and out. O'Keefe skies for that one, comes away with it. She doesn't have the numbers. She'll give it up to Geekus, who got it back across the way, and she finishes at the cup. She's got the last 5. An 8-0 run for the Tyngsboro Tigers. And Coach Witz wants to call timeout and talk things over as a 37-28 advantage now for the Tigers. Want to remind you all that if you like what you're seeing and hearing, thank you very much. And you think you'd like to advertise with the Highlight Guy, or you just want more information, you can contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com. And if you don't like what you're hearing, well, there's always the mute button, I suppose. I get that at home a lot, so no worries there. 37-28. An 8-point run unanswered. And Tyngsboro finding the range from downtown. A little more breathing room now for the Tigers. They had a 1-point advantage at the half. And Coach Witz called timeout. Pressure being employed. Kaylee Meyer now being marked up by Fugazato. Nice dribble drive, kick. Got to make those shots. It was open. Easier said than done. O'Keefe, left hand, throws it up. Offensive foul on O'Keefe. That'll be her second. Good transition defense there by the Middies as they were able to get back in the paint, plant their feet. Player-controlled foul. Into the middle it comes. Kaylee, right-hand dribble to the baseline. Ball fake. Pittman gave it back up and got it back. Trying to feed the low block. No, they'll bring things back up top. Skip pass across the way. Downtown. No, it was a good look for Anderson. Couldn't knock it down. Rebound went to Fugazato, and now they get it back out to O'Keefe. Left-hand dribble, top of the key, marked up closely there. Crossover dribble. Dribble, penetrate, kick for three. Side iron, no, but an offensive rebound. Downtown, Yahtzee. And Deaconess with another three-point shot. She has 8 here in the third quarter. 4:41 to go. Little Euro step up and under. Little too fancy. Nothing to show for it. Nice pass down onto the baseline. Controlled there by O'Keefe. Nice bounce pass. Sullivan, little jumper on the baseline. Can't get it to go. Back the other way comes Anderson and the Lady Middies. Graham now finds herself cut off at the baseline. And I think Graham and Kaylee Meyer were talking. Graham thought Meyer was going to continue down towards the baseline. And when she didn't, the ball went out of bounds. So the turnover will go to the Tigers. Fugazato did the honors, got it to O'Keefe. O'Keefe marked up closely by Pittman. Bounce pass. Deaconess gave it back up. Oh, and a collision there at the foul line. That's one of those plays where they were both kind of playing the ball, but they're going to give the foul to Pittman. I believe that's her third. That was kind of like that Super Bowl play with Malcolm Butler. They were both playing the ball, even though there was contact, and a nice job underneath, hacked in the act as O'Keefe going to head to the free throw line. And quickly now, Pittman has the last couple of fouls here. O'Keefe calmly knocks down the first. She'll get a second. Checking back in for the Lady Middies, Abigail Taylor. And it looks like Madison Meyer. Back iron, no. 1 out of 2 for the junior guard. That pass hung up there for a long time. Lady Middies fortunate to come away with possession on that. 41-28 now. Up top it comes. Kaylee, marked up closely by Fugazato. Here comes the pick on ball and the roll. Little two-player game, motion away. Shot clock is at 10. High elbow it comes. Dribble drive, kick out. Spin move. Got to get something going. 4 seconds, 3. Pull-up jumper inside the three-point line. Hits nothing. Possession will go to the Tigers. So good job moving their feet. The Lady Tigers a little out of sorts on that possession were the Lady Middies. 3:15 to go in the third quarter. 41-28. Tyngsboro advantage. Abigail Taylor providing all kinds of defensive pressure. And in it comes. Nice bounce pass. The runner in the lane, no good. Another offensive rebound, this time by Anderson. They get it up top, downtown, back iron, no. Defensive board gobbled up by the Dracut Middies, and they'll run. Return pass, three-pointer, no. Rebound goes to Fukuzato. She'll slow things down just over the half-court line, and they'll set up in the half-court. No one guarding her, so she'll fire away. It was a good look. Couldn't get it to go. Galen just found herself all alone at the top of the key. Maybe a little miscommunication on the defense of the Middies. Downtown, Yahtzee. And a three-point make for Shank. She's got 5. 10-point advantage for the Tigers. 2:15 to go in the third frame. O'Keefe, crossover dribble. Taylor working on her. At the elbow. Kicked out. Skip pass. Fukuzato downtown, and a little too hard that time as another offensive rebound. They're going to call a jump ball. It's going to stay with Tyngsboro. Good hustle by Alana under the hoop. And we'll get 3 in, 3 out for Tyngsboro, 1 in, 1 out for Dracut. Got to get the ball in. They tried to get it into Sullivan. They get it to her. She will head to the free throw line. That one's going to go against number 15, Julia Graham. That's her 4th. So both Graham and Pittman have 4 fouls. We're just in the third quarter. Sullivan knocks in the first. She's got 5, looking for .6. And knocks down the second. 43-31, 12-point advantage for the Tigers. Meyer got it into the corner. That was Hannah with the runner in the lane, couldn't get it to go. Kick back out on the trailer. No, it was a good look, and back the other way comes Abby Taylor. She'll take it to the cup. Little reversal in the paint. Nice job passing to the outside. Baseline, dribble drive, no. Nice job of getting her own rebound, kicking it out to Abby. Couldn't get it to go. And I think that one is going to go off of Hannah, I think. Or not Hannah, maybe Kelsey. I think it went off of Kelsey Hudon. So 31-43. I'll tell you, on that particular possession, you saw Kaylee Meyer drive to the hoop, threw a little baseline runner, no good, cleaned the glass and kicked it back out to Taylor, who had a nice look. They couldn't get that one to go. It went out of bounds off of a Lady Middie, so it will be Tyngsboro ball. 43-31 here in the consolation game. Stay with the highlight guy for tonight's championship game. It'll be the South Community Colonels against the St. Mary's Spartans in what promises to be every bit as good as this one. You have 4 really talented teams here this evening, well coached, and there is some hardware to be presented at the conclusion of this one at the table where we first walked in. It's almost looks like a miniature NCAA championship trophy. Pretty cool, and they have an all-tournament team as well. I don't think we get a vote, Steve. I heard they're awarding to 5. You came in 6th. Okay. Inbound pass. Nice job by the Tigers. They break the pressure. They have the numbers, 4-on-2. They'll reset all alone. Sullivan, Rainmaker, no. And a good rebound by Graham. And a cheap one 90 feet from the hoop. That one's going to go against O'Keefe. That's her third. And the team's third. So both teams with 3 team fouls. 62 seconds to go. That one tipped and stolen. Nice job there by Deschaines. Runner in the lane, couldn't get it to go. Lost the dribble. They won't waste the timeout. Bodies hit the floor, and we'll get a jump ball call. So possession will go to the Lady Middies. 49.6 to go in the third frame. Bugazzato will check in, and O'Keefe will head to the bench with those 3 personals. Certainly don't want her getting her 4th inside of a minute. Hudon had her pocket picked, and back the other way comes Tyngsboro. 2-on-1 opportunity. Bounce pass to the low block. Up it goes, and a Rainmaker. I think that was McMahon. And maybe that was Deschaine, Alexis Deschaine on the bucket. Nice pass on the low block. They find Sullivan. Chance for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. That's Maddie Mayer's first personal, the team's 4th. Sullivan can't get the free throw. Battled for underneath. We'll get another jump ball called. And possession will stay with the Lady Tigers. Got to get it in. They do. Runner, no good. Rebound grab there by Taylor. And Dracut will get possession. 18.4 seconds to go. Nice job by Dracut. 3-on-2 here. If they, it goes through Hannah's hands and out of bounds. So 12.3 to go in the third frame. Dracut will fall back and pick up at half court. The runner. Oh, everything but in. But as it is, O'Keefe will head back to the free throw line. Anna Minato-Hannes on the foul. That is her first. Back iron missing the first. O'Keefe will get a second. One out of 2 for O'Keefe. 3.9 seconds to go. Got to make something happen. 1 second. Baseball, no good. So we'll head to the fourth frame. Your score, the Tyngsboro Tigers 48 and the Dracut Lady Middies 31. 17-point advantage for the Tigers heading into the fourth quarter. Jason Roby calling all the action for you. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. We're going to take a brief break here. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter right after this message. Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate.
All right, we are back for the start of the fourth quarter. Ball belongs to the Tigers. Zone defense being employed here by the Lady Middies. Downtown, no good. Air ball taken by Maddie Meyer. And back the other way come Kaylee Meyer and the Middies. Into the low area, Anderson, no. And just not a lot of success with the three-point shot tonight for the Lady Middies. And they hit a number of them in their first game of the tournament and just not had the same kind of success. They've hit on a couple, but missed more than they've made. Got to get the ball in bounds, and they do to O'Keefe. Here comes the trap. They find up the left side, Anderson. Back it goes. Over to Geekus. Downtown, O'Keefe wasn't shy. And I'm not sure that's the shot that the Tyngsboro Tigers want in that particular instance. 22 seconds still on the shot clock. He could have gone deep into that possession. I'm sure that's Coach Newhall's message to the team, or Richall rather, excuse me. Coach Newhall is coaching in the second game for St. Mary's. We've got a Richall, we got a Newhall. Doing the honors is Pittman. Got to move your feet, goes into the backcourt. This is Kaylee now. Being marked up by Alana. Looking for a backdoor cutter. Ball comes back up top. They reverse it. Anderson, the runner. And we're going to say it was O'Keefe on the foul. That's going to be her fourth. Calling it on the floor, so Katie will pick up her fourth personal, the first team foul of the fourth quarter. Nice jump and catch there by Kaylee. Kaylee, kick out. Downtown, front iron, no. A lot of front iron shots on those triples. Tyngsboro now. See how much patience they show here in the half court. 24 seconds on the shot clock. O'Keefe will set the scene. Here comes the pick on ball from Sullivan. She'll roll. They find her. Pretty play. Couldn't finish. Sullivan goes back up, and this time, jump ball is called. Possession will go to Dracut. So it was a pretty little pick and roll game being played there by O'Keefe and Sullivan. Just couldn't finish. .6:23 to go in this one. This is the third place game of the Edmund Murphy Winter Classic here on the campus of Dracut High School. Thank you all for joining us here this evening. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. And I think they're going to say that one went off the knee of, I believe it was Patnode. Her Patnode is just checked in. Back the other way comes Sullivan with a right-hand dribble. Kicks it back over to Anderson. Anderson thought twice about it. And they will, once again, set up the offense. Alexis now. Back over to Anderson. Anderson on the high elbow kick out. Marino gave it up. And again, Geekus, 10 seconds on the shot clock. And, oh, a nice pass, kind of went off of some hands in there, and coming away with it are the Lady Middies. Little bounce pass, pull-up jumper, Kobe style, no good. And back come the Tigers. 17-point advantage for Tyngsboro. Downtown shot, and a quick one. The jump ball will be called. I believe possession is going to go to Tyngsboro.
Timeout.
Coach Richall calling timeout, and have to believe that he's going to talk to the ladies about the shot clock and making sure you get deep into that shot clock. You have a 17-point advantage here. Work your offense, work your sets, and don't be in a hurry. If it's in the flow of the offense, as we've oftentimes seen, then certainly that's okay. But in terms of forcing things up, you don't have to. You have a 17-point advantage into the fourth quarter. Of course, that's why I'm sitting up here and not down there. 48-31. Tyngsboro up by 17. This is the third place game, and as mentioned, we'll see the St. Mary's Spartans taking on the South Community Colonels in the final of the Edmund Murphy Winter Classic. Highlight guy's been calling the action this one the last 3 years, I believe, right, Steve? We've been here for 3 years, and every time we come here, they roll the red carpet out for us, and they welcome us here from across the border. We love it here, and a good relationship with Coach Witz and the Dracut Lady Middies. I want to thank you all for joining us here this evening. Tyngsboro trying to get the ball in. They finally do. It finds its way to Geekus. She'll set up the offense. Being marked up closely by Shank. Anderson now. Nearly had her pocket pick, came away with it. They have the numbers. Sullivan thought about it, instead kicked it out there. Now that's good job of unselfish play. And there's the perfect example of taking the three-point shot in the flow of your offense. If it's in the flow of your offense, absolutely. Three-point knockdown there for Anderson and her own Yahtzee. Nice catch there, keeping that ball in play by Graham. Patnoud now. Back up to Kaylee. Kaylee. Little one-hand push shot, no good. Sullivan pulls down the board. And back the other way come the Lady Tigers, their largest lead of the evening, a 20-point advantage with 4:05 to go in this one. Oh, down on a low block. Sullivan battling for it. Nice job by both of those ladies. As Julia Graham kind of stepped in front of that pass, used the long arm to kind of knock it down. (51-31). Crossover dribble, and again, and a nice pick there by Deschaines. Alexis with the right hand, up and true. Deschaines has her fourth point of the evening. Right hand runner, kiss off the glass, a little too hard. Jump ball called, possession goes to Tyngsboro. They'll come back and set up in their 1-2-2 zone defense here. They're going to get a travel call, and believe it or not, fans, that is our first travel call of the evening. So good for both of these teams doing the little things well. 3:15 to go in this one, trying to feed the low post, and they do, and a pretty make there by Kelsey Houdon. She's in the scoring column. She had 2 free throws in the first. That's her first field goal. O'Keefe nearly lost it off her foot, able to keep possession. Back around comes Anderson. Anderson handed it off to Deschaines. Deschaines got it over underneath. Pugazotto, leather souffle, and back the other way comes Dracut. Skip pass. This is Zoe Gorman downtown. Yahtzee for Zoe. Oh, they called it 2. All right. Toe must have been on the line. One of those days when you have a 7.5 and you wish you wore a 7. 2:25 to go in regulation. Gazotto skips it across the way. They dribble it back to where it came from. O'Keefe, left hand runner, Oh, block shot. O'Keefe hit the deck pretty hard. It was all ball over the top. They were looking for Hudon. Instead, it finds its way. It went into the hands of Patnode. She couldn't get it. Ball stays in bounds. I'm going to say now that she didn't. Another sub will come into the game. I think McMahon will check back in for Alexis DeShane. And O'Keefe will do the honor, slowly bringing the ball up by the anchor. And they'll bring the pressure out to her. Gazotto hands it off to McMahon. McMahon weaving in and out and around. Good patience. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They'll call a travel on Caitlin. This is Lauren Curley now checking in. Skip pass. Working down on the low block. Into the paint it goes. Pass back out. Foul line. Spin move at the elbow. Runner in the lane. Kiss off the glass. Patnode for two. She's in the books. 1:03 and counting. 53-37. And again, Tyngsboro just content to try to run some clock here, and ball gets stolen. And here come the Lady Middies. See if they can get this one a little closer. Thrown up and in. And another make for Patnode. Patnode with 4 points here in the late stages of this one. 53-39. This one all but final, but some fights still being shown here by the Dracut Lady Middies as some of their bench players coming in and having some good looks at the cup. Very impressed with both of these teams and the coaching staffs for each of these programs. Obviously, we saw these Lady Middies make a run to the state title game a couple of years ago and come up short to Foxborough. We saw this Tyngsboro team have an unbelievable season a year ago, going 22-2 in the regular season as they made a deep run in the postseason. And, you know, both of these teams at different stages than they were last year and 2 years ago, but you can see the seeds have been planted, the beginning stages of the continuation of the success of these programs that Coach Richall and Coach Witts employ. 36 seconds to go now. Anderson marked up closely by Curley. They get the ball back over. Back to her now. McMahon. McMahon skips it over to Fugazato. And back to McMahon. There'll be no foul calls here. Less time on the shot clock than the game clock. They can take a shot. Dribble drive, kick out. Nice unselfish play downtown. It may have skimmed the rim, but it matters not. That is going to do it here from the campus of Dracut High School. Your final in the preliminary game, the Tyngsboro Tigers 53, the Dracut Lady Middies 39. As we take a quick look at the scoring, it was Kaylee Meyer with 14 points, all of those in the first half for the Dracut Lady Middies. It was Abby Taylor with 7. The other side of the ledger, Catherine O'Keefe had 8. Alana Anderson had 17. Also, Kendall Sullivan had 8. And Lillian Geekus had 10. So, the Tigers from Tyngsboro High School will take the third-place consolation game. And we will take this break to allow the championship teams to warm up. We'll have the call for you here in just a few minutes. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. We got to pay some bills. We'll be back what promises to be a great title game. Stay tuned. You are watching on the Highlight Guy.